We are Mike and Taylor, and these are our dogs, Penny and Lucy. We sold our home and nearly everything we owned, moved aboard a 40-foot boat, and sailed from Seattle. This is the story of us making our way. Welcome back, friends. We have been enjoying the wild ride that is cruising Costa Rica, humbled by its many new challenges and awed by its stunning beauty. We've been anchored here in this spot for the last week, and today we're on the move.
Well, we're making a little jump down the coast here. We picked up anchor at like 5:30 this morning. And we're trying to get around the Nicoya Peninsula, which is like one of the big kind of hooks on the west coast of Costa Rica. It's not super far, like normally it would just be one overnight, but we're deciding to break it up and anchor along the way. There's bays on the outside of the peninsula, but they're all wide open to swell, so some really good surfing, I guess, but not great anchoring. So that's why we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this stretch of coast, but we also kind of don't want to do an overnight just because there's so much floating debris in the water here, like big trees and whatnot. So there's a couple of bays we're gonna tuck into, one of two bays, and just sleep and then get going again in the morning. Right now it is really calm. It's a nice, beautiful morning. Look at that. Sail though right now. I have had very little luck fishing lately. Actually, the last fish I caught was leaving Chiapas, which we just ate the other day and it was delicious, but I picked up a couple of new lures. This guy. So, feeling confident now. And our sailing lasted all of 8 minutes. What can you do? We gotta keep our boat speed up if we're gonna get into these anchorages. We have two anchorages that are right next to each other that are both options. Both are definitely gonna be rolly, and both are very reefy, and the charts are not great. So we really wanna enter with plenty of daylight. And we really want to keep our boat speed up because we're expecting this, we're seeing about a half knot against us, and everyone has sort of said it builds to like a knot, knot and a half. So we're expecting our boat speed to drop further. So we kind of got to keep it up. So anyway, got to keep the engine on to keep ourselves moving.
As the day went on, squalls began to form, including a large one that appeared right on our tail and was coming our way.
Really trying to get anchor down before that big boy catches up. It's gonna be close. Like 7.5 miles to go. It's the home stretch, but as I mentioned, it's kind of a really reefy anchorage and it's not well charted. So coming in, even if it's like not super windy, but just like a lot of rain, like anything that reduces visibility is gonna be sketchy. So fingers crossed. Come on, Via.
Anchor is down in our halfway point. It was a little hectic coming in. It's kind of a wild anchorage, like it's not calm by any stretch of the imagination. And we knew that. We knew it was going to be kind of a shitty night, but we're happy to have the anchor down, and it seems like it's like just in time because literally there was a water spout forming like right here when we came in, and then all of this still going off pretty hard right now. So it's going to be kind of a rolly afternoon and night here, but I'm so happy that we made it before like the heart of these storms hit. It's so beautiful though. Oh my God, I was coming in this island. It's like got rain on that side and a sandy beach on this side and huge waves crashing. It's just like pretty awesome. All right, we got to read the flopper stopper because this is going to be ricey. It's gonna be a rolly night.
Ooh, we made it. just barely. Just barely. It's gonna get pretty uncomfortable here, but
yeah.
Yes, we're in. Anchor down.
Anchor down.
Flopper up.
Flopper deployed.
Oh, it's 5-something a.m. Not the best night's sleep. Actually, it wasn't too bad to start off the night, but this morning, these rolls got really bad. But we're about ready to go. I just gotta pull the flopper stopper up. Kind of dreading doing that.
A flopper stopper is a hinged piece of metal or other material that hangs in the water and helps with side-to-side rolling while at anchor. flopper stopper was up, so was the anchor. And on we went. We were treated to a beautiful sunrise, but the skies were temperamental, giving us many small rainstorms that we had to keep an eye on, since they can shift from benign into one massive storm in an instant.
It's been a really fun morning so far, dodging squalls. They're just kind of everywhere. It's kind of the fun part about sailing here in the rainy season. So we're trying to get around this point, which is kind of like the point on the very tip of the Nicoya Peninsula. And we're going right into this guy. So that's, we have to get around that island, but there is a waterspout forming dead ahead. Hoping that moves before we get there. There's also this big monster over here. I don't know. We're kind of going to try to thread the needle going around this point, but I don't know. Going right into a waterspout's always fun. Think we're going to make it?
Sure hope so. So we've got kind of a big squall that looks like it's on a collision course with us right now, and there's not a lot of moves we can make. There's also so much floating shit in the water. There's like just big logs, just like dodging squalls and trees. So anyway, we're just kind of preparing for the worst again, because it could just be, you know, rain and it's totally fine, of course, but it could also be 40 knots and a really intense sea state that builds. So I'm actually pretty nervous right now. Shit, there's a lot.
So we got to go around this point, and I think we're going to be threading the needle in between these guys.
Watch out! Watch out!
And I think just by the time we got to it, it had sort of burned itself out. And now look at this blue sky, baby. We have officially rounded the point as well. And are making our way up inside the Nicoya Peninsula, where apparently the weather is fine, the water is warm, and the beer flows like wine. You gonna keep them? Well, we made it. Anchor is down. We're exhausted. We're happy to be here on this island in the Nicoya Peninsula, and it looks beautiful. We had a little bit of a sketchy moment landing the dinghy here. It's more of a break than it seemed like, and we don't have the engine on. We just rode over, so. But everybody's all right. And check this place out. The next couple days, we caught up on sleep and then enjoyed time on this little island with friends, exploring around and even visiting the touristy beach bars for the day, where we got to hang out with some of the exotic locals. And then it was time to move into better protected waters and up further into the Gulf of Nicoya. So today we're making a short little jump from where we've been for the last couple nights to an island tucked up a little bit further inside the Nicoya Peninsula. But to get there, you have to go through this this pass, which I think looks sketchier than it actually is, but it looks hella sketchy. And there can be like some ripping currents through here, like 5 knots or so. So right now we're at slack and we're following safe watermarks, but it just looks real sketch. And I'm also on the bow looking for like debris and logs and branches and sticks and trees, because those things are everywhere here. So I'm up here on lookout, Mike's at the helm, and we're going through right now. We have arrived at Prison Island. And we're gonna go check it out. Probably in the rain. San Lucas Island was one of the most notorious prisons in all of Latin America, running from the years 1873 to 1991. It was where some of the worst criminals in Costa Rica were sent, where they would endure brutal conditions, making this an eerie place to walk around and explore. The remnants of the prison here include a church, an infirmary, and the holding cells and barracks. Being sent to San Lucas Island was effectively a death sentence. Prisoners' lives here were extremely short and often spent in torture. With crocodiles abounding in the surrounding muddy waters here in the Gulf, escaping the island was impossible. At its peak, the island held 600 prisoners, with the most atrocious feature known as the disc in the center of the grounds. A hole where men would be lowered underground to stand in filthy, waist-high water, unable to sit or lie down for days or weeks at a time, eventually dying of dehydration or exhaustion. I don't know if I want to go in any of these. Yeah, I don't think I want that. Very cool. Very green. The jungle has overtaken much of the structures here, but telltale signs still remain, including the various etchings and drawings made by prisoners over the decades that cover all of the interior walls.
these stairs. Oh, bats. Hello, guys.
These days, the island is now Costa Rica's 30th national park, and the San Lucas Island Reactivation Route program seeks to turn this island into a destination that protects and preserves its identity, biodiversity, and natural characteristics. It's really cool. We haven't really done anything like really, in the forest yet. This is really neat. We haven't really seen anything like this. These vines are crazy. These roots that just hang from the canopy. That tour of the prison was crazy. It just such a wild, sad history here. It kind of feels like this whole island has like just weird energy and is like haunted, probably, maybe. It's a really beautiful island, but yeah, that was crazy just walking around. I'm glad we had some friends with us on that one because it almost was a little bit scary in there. So today we're picking up, and I don't even know where we're going yet, but we're just gonna head to another anchorage around here, and yeah, it's time to roll out. Join us next time as we keep moving down the wild Costa Rican coast and get treated to some epic wildlife encounters in the jungle.
Last one.
You just you showed that beer no honor. You just destroyed.
Well, Pacifico never sponsored me, so they don't get the honor.
Okay. Are you sad? Your last Pacifico?
Yeah, except they still sell these here. So.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, what are we doing?
But
Oh.
they're more expensive because they're imported.
Oh, good.
So you gotta drink the Imperial.
You made that whole scene about your last Pacifico. You could literally go to the fucking store and get it. Get out of here.
I think I've seen it.
No.
You can get anything here.
All right.
Sounds like a Peter
Is this a
fact.
Peter fact or is this a fact?
You guys want some real information?
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
It operated from 1873 to 1991. It was a penis colony. It said. Oh, penal colony.
Penis colony.
Oh, so close. Damn.
I could totally get one of those with a spear gun.
There you go.
We could be having a pig roast.
The things I do for this channel.